Hello everybody, my name is Reverend Ghost, and today I want to bring you to another rivalry fight session. This is just going to be one fight because it's a very long fight. I am fighting against MMA Monster. We jumped on yesterday and had a couple good fights, some long fights. I think now we've probably fought close to 30 times, and he's probably won about 20 or so, and I've won about 10. And that's kind of cool. It's just, when you watch the fights, they don't reflect the record. It's not like we're dominating each other. It's not like we're just completely destroying one another, depending on who we play. It's just how the fights go. Usually, we'll have a fight, everything's going well, somebody gets knocked out, and that's just how it goes. It's not like we're just outclassing each other. But today, what I would like to talk about is some possible changes in the next patch that the developers dropped on the UFC forum. And maybe rant a little bit, because usually when I go on the forums, and I do not go on the forums very often, I'll find some information, and sometimes I'll find some annoying people, so probably rant a little bit about them, but we're going to talk about the forums today. So, one big change that one of the developers dropped is that there's now going to be, or at least they're talking about, adding a combo timer, and the game is going to count how many times you throw one strike in succession, and I think they said, to counteract the spam but not hinder the striking, is that, something like a hook, you can throw 4-ish times, and then it'll act the same way it does now, but then that 5th hook will be slower and consume more stamina, and apparently every strike is going to have their own count that you can throw them in succession, but I think I kind of like that. I don't know how that's gonna play into the game. I mean, on paper, it seems like a kind of good idea, but in practice, it might just be you throw a couple hooks, then you throw something simple and quick like a leg kick or a jab, and then you throw 4 more hooks, and now you've got a 9-punch combo, and all you have to do is just press one button. But that doesn't seem like too big of an issue, although it could be. And another thing they talked about was like a global strike counter, so that you can avoid the spammers who are throwing 20 hooks at you without losing a lot of stamina. So I think they said they were going to add something like a 10 strike counter, so that your combo can only be 10 strikes before it starts to really significantly slow down, and I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I'm not a spammer, so I think I'm happy about not getting spammed more than 10 punches, but if you've watched some of my older videos, if you've been here for a while, I've thrown 15 plus punch combos at people in the prior patch, so I don't think I've gotten anything that crazy in this patch 1.04, but I like to throw combos, and that kind of makes me sad, but I mean, if it's going to counteract all the spam now, then it's not too bad. So another thing that was talked about was your stamina gain when doing takedowns and when you're on the ground, and I think one of the developers said something about freezing the stamina recovery when you're doing a takedown, so that if you're getting taken down, you're not recovering, and the guy taking you down is not recovering also. And on top of that, if you're going for a takedown and you get denied, then your stamina will not recover until after the denial is finished. So now these people that they get hurt and they go for a takedown, or they let their stamina go all the way down, and then they just go for a takedown because they know they'll get their stamina back quick and not get hit. That's not going to happen anymore. You're going to have to really be careful with your stamina, be careful with how you choose to engage. And I think they said also that when you try to get up on the ground, especially in the mount position, your stamina will not recover if you get denied until after that animation is completely finished. So that's good. It means that people who are just sitting in mount, spamming L3 just to not get finished, they're going to have a tougher time. And I think the same goes with the transitions. If you do a transition and get denied, it's going to freeze your stamina recovery so that you're not gonna just be able to survive and not do anything. So that's cool. Another cool thing that the developers addressed was the bugs where you lose control of your character. That's really cool. Hopefully no more loss of control. That'd be bad. Those were bad before. They're awful. But hopefully they're going to fix those. Okay, so I can't remember every little thing that was on the forum. I looked at it last night, but it was really late, so my memory wasn't exactly up to par. I don't remember everything that was talked about, but those are just some of the things that I saw. And like I said before, when I go on the forums, which I don't do often, I find a lot of annoying people sometimes, so I want to rant a little bit about people and how the patch is and their styles. I noticed a lot of people doing a lot of name and shaming on the forums and then complaining about styles of the people they fight and then how their style is so good and whatever, but I've seen that somebody called out another player and he complained about his style, the fighter that he was playing, and then said that he had such a glorifying, such an amazing win against him when I watched the fight, and if you know who he is, all he did is run away and kick the opponent in the leg for 3 rounds and then called it such a satisfying victory. But I'm not going to name names because this isn't a name and shame video. I'm just ranting about people. So, yeah, if you run into a guy, you'll probably know who he is if you're in the red belt division. He'll just sit tight, be conservative, kick you in the legs, and look for a decision win. And I've fell victim to that. I've fought him before, and it's really annoying. But there's not a lot to be done about it currently. Checking leg kicks now is weird. You have to time a block really well, and parrying again is weird. So it's not always easy. But people, they think that their style of playing is always legit. Nothing that you're doing is cheesy. Nothing you're doing is bad. But if you watch it from another perspective, sometimes it can look really bad and it just doesn't look nice. And then they're going to look at you, they're going to say, well, he's working my body, so he must be a body spammer. So to counteract that, I'm just going to kick him in the leg, and this is legit for 3 rounds. I'm fine. But it's kind of lame. Other people complaining about the hooks, leg kicks. MMA Monster and I talk about this a little bit. When we fight, he says he likes to go with the flow. And what's popular right now is leg kicks and hooks, and when you watch us fight, you'll see he throws a lot of leg kicks, a lot of hooks. When he has more athletic fighters, he'll throw spinning kicks a lot, but doesn't spam. He just throws a lot of them, so you go with the flow. Hooks are popular, he'll throw hooks. He said he throws a lot of hooks anyway. He did it before the patch, but unfortunately for him, that's what's popular now, so it's alright. But it's just style matchups. And people's styles, they don't always mesh well, and people get frustrated, and it's annoying. Like my style versus MMA Monsters. He's going with the flow. He's throwing a lot of hooks. They're working well, and I'm a little bit more disciplined. I'm not the most disciplined, obviously, but I like to throw combos. I don't like to go too crazy. If I wanted to use the most effective strategy when I fought people, I would just trade hooks with them, because that's what's most popular, and that's it's working best now. Excuse me. That's what's working best now. So if you want the most effective strategy, you could just trade hooks with people or take them down, because takedowns are so easy right now. And holding people down is not too difficult either. Most people don't exactly know how to get up that well, although they will just spam L3 to get out. So you could hold them down and you're winning. So it's kind of annoying, but it's alright. And then those same people that complain about your style and then will brag about theirs, then they'll try to get you angry just because I don't know why. Just because they just want you angry, because they think that they're so much better than you, and complaining about the top tier players in this game and how they're cheesy and what they do. But it's all really stupid. It's really stupid. Just play the game. It's stupid. But I don't think I want to talk about that anymore. It's going to be a rant, and I started a ramble, so I'll say currently I haven't been playing the game a ton lately. I have about a half a dozen fights saved on my computer, and I have probably at least 20 on my PlayStation 4 that I don't know if I'm going to commentate them all, but I want to try to post them. So I've been thinking about playing the game a little bit more, but again, I don't want to overload on videos because I record every fight I play, and I only keep them if I like them. So if I won the fight, chances are I liked it, but sometimes they're just not entertaining. I mean, I fought a couple days ago. I was playing against AMB TMS, I think his name is, and he only plays Bruce Lee, and it's kind of annoying because, not because he's playing Bruce Lee, it's just the way that he plays. And I had to grind a decision against him. I'm not actually sure how I got the win, but I did. After I looked at the after-action report, I did pretty much dominate the fight in terms of the strikes landed and all that. So it wasn't an entertaining fight, so I didn't save it and I didn't post it. But especially, I don't mind losing, but I don't like losing to bullcrap. So if I lost to something stupid or just something really cheesy, then I'm definitely not keeping it. But if you've watched some of my older videos, I post losses. I don't mind posting a loss. I don't mind losing. It's just when people do something stupid or you get flash knockout, then I mean it's not amazing, and you can't be too mad about it. So something I've been doing just for fun is jumping into player matches, quick matches, just playing people that I wouldn't normally play and playing how I usually wouldn't play just for fun, just because. But that's about all I have to say for this video. Probably gonna get some music over the last couple minutes. There's not too much left to go. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the music, let me know. And have a good day, guys. Peace.